am 3 babies in, and honestly, because of that, I thought I had seen it all and experienced it all when it comes to motherhood and when it comes to newborn babies. And then baby number 3 showed up and said, "Ha, that's really funny, mama, that you think that." And because of that, I want to talk about 3 things that I have been experiencing with this baby that I didn't experience with my first 2 children. So thing number 1 is the witching hour. I didn't even know this was a real actual thing until this baby came along. Like, I thought when I first started researching what was going on with my baby that this was just some mom group exaggeration thing, but no, it's a real thing. It's an actual documented pattern where a newborn has a stretch of time, and usually the stretch of time is in the evenings. And during this time, the baby's just inconsolable. And literally, the baby will just fuss, and they keep just fussing no matter what you do, no matter what you try. So you can try the feeding, the rocking, the diaper changes, and still the baby just fusses nonstop. And apparently, pediatric researchers call part of this witching hour the period of the purple crying. And it's totally developmentally normal for this to happen. And usually it peaks around 6 to 8 weeks. And during this time, because I know I felt this way, you may feel like you are just failing at this motherhood thing. But honestly, it's normal and it's not a sign that you're doing anything wrong. But it did throw me off because, like I said, my other 2 did not have this witching hour thing. But because of this, life once again taught me that each baby is different, and different isn't bad, and different doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It's just different. Then thing number 2 is the night sweats. And in all fairness, no one prepared me for waking up drenched postpartum with night sweats. And I didn't have it with my other 2 kids, but with this one, I have night sweats. And apparently it's just your hormones dropping fast after birth, plus your body's trying to shed the extra fluid that it held onto during pregnancy. And it's doing this all at the same time, causing these night sweats. And it's totally normal, even though it's deeply annoying. And then thing number 3 is the postpartum anxiety. I didn't have this with my other 2 kids, but with this child, I catch myself holding my breath just so I can make sure that I hear her breathing. And almost every night, several times a night, I'll put my hand in front of her nose just to make sure she's breathing, or I'll put my hand on her chest just to make sure I can feel that she's breathing. And my brain will not stop generating the worst case scenarios and the worst case thoughts right now. And it's hard, and it's not something I had experienced before. And I want to be able to share the real and the hard and the unfiltered postpartum truth that is actually happening so that other people who are going through the same type of things know that they're not alone. So if this is your 3rd baby or your 1st baby, and if your body and mind are doing something completely different than what you thought or expected based on the last child, or even based on just what you imagined motherhood was going to look like, then I want you to know that life isn't always going to look like what we expected it to look like. But that doesn't mean that we don't have the capacity to get through it. And it doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong, but also means that it's okay if we need to get help or get support. So share in the comments, what's the nobody warned me thing that your baby did or is doing, or that your body did or is doing?